So Barber will clock in third quick. So it'll be Blake Brown, Peyton Harlow, Brian Barber, Colton Profit, Ben Petrie, Ben Harmon, Adam Ogle, and Virgil Perryman. Those are your 8 in right now. Looks like we may have 2 left here. That is Ross Burnett and that 122, Ross out of Somerset, Kentucky. And in the 13P, that is Sarah Patrick. Sarah out of Albany, Kentucky, second-generation driver. Her dad, Tim Patrick, also racing tonight. He's in that number 69 open-wheel modified. Ross Burnett, a rookie in the open-wheel division as he has moved up from the grassroots hobby stocks. Sarah Patrick goes 18th quick with 16.525. Ross Burnett, 15th with a 15.667. Patrick will stay right there. That will wrap up your Roark & Sons Transport Open Wheel Modified Hot Lap qualifying here for tonight. Your fast time was a 14.369 seconds out of Corbin, Kentucky, in that number 99. Race fans, that is Blake Brown. Get the infield cleared out here. And we're going to turn it back over to the Hunt to the Front Super Dirt Series for qualifying.
Thank you, Brian. Getting set for My Race Pass qualifying as we'll start to set the field for tonight's $5,000 to win 30-lap night number 1 event for the 13th annual Harold Hardgrove Memorial Race. Top 10 qualifiers going to be locked into the big show tonight. 21 cars on the ground, so 11th through 21st will come out in B main action, the Augusta Aquatics B main. Hunter Joyner. I always say Joyner. Got too many Joyners around here. Jordan. Hunter Jordan.
Yes, Hunter Jordan.
Hunter Jordan from Pennsylvania sitting alongside tonight. He'll be telling you about these drivers when they roll out on the Speedway.
Yeah, so rolling out on the Speedway out of Campbellsville, Kentucky in the 16R, that is Justin Ratliff.
And throwing a lot of soup up on the wall, so they're going to scrape it off so these drivers know where the racetrack ends and the wall begins. So, going to do a little bit of maintenance. All right, the drivers coming out, all 21 coming out as they will roll into the infield pit road. They'll all be coming out at the turn 1 entrance off of pit road. Come around, get a flying start. Coming around to Will Dyke's green flag. What's going to be interesting, Hunter, is we noticed that in hot laps, dirt draft hot laps, the middle group was the fastest of the 4. Of course, the track continuing to change, the sun setting to our west over Lake Cumberland. Still a lot of good moisture in the racetrack, so it's going to be interesting to see because a lot of those guys that were turning in fast times coming out a little bit later in the qualifying line.
Yeah, some of those guys are coming out later, like Josh Rice, Ashton Winger. Ashton Winger is actually second to last. Jason Jameson's coming out last. Joseph Joyner down there. Jackson Lovelady. Brandon Overton's towards the tail. So, a lot of the tough competitors that, are probably have a good shot of going to the top of the charts coming out later. So we'll see what the track is like for them. As Justin Ratliff and Cameron Marlar are going to be our first 2 qualifiers. when we get all the cars parked down into the infield.
And the last car, the 12J, Jason Jameson, heading into the infield, so we should be ready to pull the pin very shortly on My Race Pass qualifying. You can follow all the action with My Race Pass. You can download it on your electronic device. It costs about $8 a year. Be the best $8 you ever spent, because not only can you follow the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series, but you can follow action all around the world on My Race Pass. Give you complete timing and scoring, lineups, results, point standings. It's got it all.
Yeah, My Race Pass, it's a game changer. Even if you're not an official or a racer or crew guy, if you're just a fan, I mean, it's such a game changer. You can sit on it just on your couch and check results and scoring. So a lot of good stories on there too. So yeah, My Race Pass, like you said, best $8 you'll spend.
Okay, first car coming out on the track, Hunter.
Yeah, rolling out of Campbellsville, Kentucky in the 16R. That is Justin Ratliff. And along with him in the Marlers & Son Dismantling, Curl Properties, Excess Power Batteries, MAC, Metal Sales, Platinum Designs, PPM Racing Products, Wiles Racing, Stack Products, Swift Springs, Clements Powered, Longhorn Chassis on Bilstein Shocks. Out of Winfield, Tennessee, that is Cameron Marler in the 57M.
And he rolled just slow enough so you could get all those in. Both cars on the clock. Will Dykes has the white flag in his hand. First lap time for Ratliff. Second fast, the better of the two. 13.592. Cameron Marler coming down to complete lap number 2, running that high side into 57. He'll go quicker on lap 2. 13.363. So Justin Ratliff setting the mark to shoot for at 13.363 for Cameron Marler. He's at the top of the list. Ratliff second quick, 13.592.
Yeah, Cameron Marler, your quickest early on in this one with a 13.363, the time to beat as we have got rolling out onto the racetrack. He is the 2018 Mars champion, 2020 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Rookie of the Year, 2022 World of Outlaw Rookie of the Year, 2022 World of Outlaw runner-up in the Coltman Farms Clements Powered Longhorn Chassis. That is Tanner English. Tanner English out of Benton, Kentucky. And along with him, out of Winfield, Tennessee, in the 257, that is Skylar Marler. English and Marler on the clock.
Tanner English, winner at Duck River Raceway Park a couple of weeks ago. He'll go to the top of the list on lap 1 at 13.332 seconds. Jeff Watson, 13.854 first lap time for Jeff Watson. Jeff Watson, lap 2, 13.814. Tanner English quicker on lap 2 at 13.308. And Hunter, you got a report from the pit area.
Yeah, Skylar Marler had a right rear go down, had to go back to the pits, so Skylar Marler will get one lap at the end.
All right, Skylar Marler was scheduled to come out in this group in the 257. So we'll move down the line, and we'll go with Dustin Linville.
Yeah, rolling out on the track, Dustin Linville of Lancaster, Kentucky, and Sam Seawright. Sam Seawright.
Sam Seawright out of Fort Payne, Alabama, currently second in the point standings. First lap time for Linville, second quick, 13.328 seconds. Sam Seawright, lap 1, fourth quick at 13.520. Lap 2 for Dustin Linville. It's quicker, but still second quick at 13.308 seconds.
And
Sam Seawright goes to the top of the list, 13.182. We are tickling that 12-second bracket.
Sam Seawright to the top of the charts, ladies and gentlemen.
So he throws down the gauntlet. He's got the provisional pole.
And in the M2 out of Birmingham, Alabama, that is Caden Mullinex. And along with him, the defending series champion out of Florence, Alabama, that is Josh Putnam in the 212.
Josh Putnam, currently 5th in the point standings.
Sixth quick from Mullinex with a 13.618. 13.618. Seawright still the time to beat.
Putnam lap 1, second quick, 13.273.
Seawright still quickest with a 13.182. Let's see what Putnam does on lap number 2. And he will stay second quick with a 13.243. 13.243. Sam Seawright still the time to beat with a 13.182.
Caden Mullinex timed in 6th quick. His second lap, the better of the two, at 13.484 seconds.
Rolling out now, a new team made their debut last weekend at Sonoya. That is Zach Mitchell. Zach Mitchell in the Coltman Farms Racing 57. And along with him, out of Salvissa, Kentucky, in the 97, that is Michael Chilton. So Chilton and Mitchell are on the clock.
Here comes the 57, Zach Mitchell, currently 6th in the point standings. He'll go 7th quick on lap 1 at 13.524 seconds. Michael Chilton, car number 97.
Goes 6th quick with a 13.423. 13.423.
And Zach Mitchell.
Second quick.
Second
He's
quick,
quick.
13.209. Chilton will go 7th quick. Lap 2, not as quick as lap 1. He'll stand on a 13.423 second lap. We're getting into the meat of that qualifying order now.
Yeah.
Time to beat Sam Seawright, 13.182 seconds.
Yep, and rolling out now out of Hamilton, Ohio in the 33M, that is Dallas Miller. And along with him in that black diamond chassis, he is the future Trey Mills in the 14 Junior out of St. Augustine, Florida. And Trey Mills is on the clock.
Jeff Watson on the bubble. He's 10th quick at 13.814. And he'll get bumped. Trey Mills, 9th quick, 13.572. Dallas Miller, we stand corrected, he was 11th quick. So Justin Ratliff on the bubble. Trey Mills, lap 2, not as quick. He'll stand on the first lap, 13.572. Dallas Miller was quicker on lap 2, but still not enough to crack the top 10. 13.740. It's still Justin Ratliff now on the bubble at 13.592 to lock in for the main event. Sam Seawright still at the top of the list in the provisional poll at 13.182.
Yes, and rolling out now out of Newport, Tennessee in the B00, that is Josh Henry. And your current point leader, he is the 2015 World of Outlaw Rookie of the Year, a 2-time Firecracker 100 champion, 3-time Dirt Late Model Dream champion, and 2021 World 100 champion in the Wells Motorsports 76. It's big, sexy Brandon Overton out of Evans, Georgia.
Josh Henry, lap 1, 13th quick at 13.848. Brandon Overton, lap number 1, 9th quick at 13.532 seconds. Josh Henry, lap 2, not as quick, so he'll stand on the 13.848.
Let's see if Overton goes faster. He will. He will go 4th quick, a 13.281 for Brandon Overton. Sam Seawright still your quickest with a 13.182 as we are nearing the end here in my race pass qualifying.
Trey Mills on the bubble in the 14 Junior at 13.572 seconds. Sam Seawright, the time to beat, 13.182. Rookie of the Year point leader Jackson Highs on the Speedway. He'll be joined by the number 10 machine, Joseph Joyner out of Milton, Florida in the Hunt the Front machine.
Yeah, Joseph Joyner in that number 10 machine out of Milton, Florida.
Jackson High's 15th quick at 14.045. And the 10 car. Timing in.
Just outside of the top 10 with a 13.660. He's got one more shot. Let's see if he goes faster here. And he will stay 12th quick with a 13.660. Sam Seawright still quickest with a 13.182.
5 cars yet to take time. There's some good automobiles coming out. The 11 car for Josh Rice coming out on the Speedway. Regular Florence Speedway.
Multiple-time Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series winner Josh Rice, so he's going to be a tough cat. And out of Christchurch, New Zealand, that is Jackson Lovelady.
You think he's going to get the longest tow award? Boy, Josh Rice tickling that fourth turn concrete.
He goes
on
fourth
lap
quick.
number 1, fourth quick, 13.278. Jackson Lovelady, 18th quick at 14.472. Josh Rice to the top of the list, 13.073 on lap 2.
So a quick time for Josh Rice to the top of the charts with a 13.073. Move the Kentucky boy to the top.
And the Kiwi, Jackson Lovelady, 18th quick, his second lap, the better of the two, but still 18th at 14.176.
And rolling out now, he was a winner here a year ago with the Dirt Cars Summer Nationals in the Jeff Matthews Motorsports RVS, Johnny Doan Plumbing, CURS, Angry Elephant, Tattoos and Piercing, Super K Express, Boy Built Fabrication, Kaiser Manufacturing, Durham Powered Rocket XR1 on Integra Racing Shocks. It's Air Force Ashton Winger out of Hampton, Georgia. And along with him, that is Jason Jameson. Jason Jameson out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana in that 12J machine. Let's see if any of them can top Rice.
Ashton Winger, 10th quick at 13.469.
Quick time! 13.048. 13.048. Move Jason Jameson to the top.
So that'll move Winger out of the top 10 unless he can make it up on lap number 2. And he does not. So a new time to shoot for, 13.048 from our second to last qualifier, Jason Jameson. Skylar Marlar will get one lap on the clock. He missed his spot in the qualifying line, had to change a tire on the automobile, so he'll be coming out for one lap. The time to shoot for, 13.423. Michael Chilton, car number 97, 10th quick. All right, per Hunt the Front rules, the best that Skylar Marlar can do since he missed his spot in line is 11th quick. He cannot go into one of the transfer spots, but his time will count, but it'll count for where he starts in the next event, which will be the Augusta Aquatics B Main. All right, Skylar Marlar rolling out on the Speedway in the 257 car. So Chilton's locked in as part of the top 10. Jason Jameson going to be your fast qualifier. Green and white coming out from Will Dykes. Marlar on the clock, working his first and only lap. He'll bring it down to the checkered flag to complete his qualifying run. And he'll go 10th quick if you're keeping score at home, 13.399. So he and Chilton will swap positions. Michael Chilton will be 10th quick. So it's Jamison, your fast qualifier, 13.048 seconds. Josh Rice, second quick at 13.073. Sam Seawright, third quick, 13.182. Zach Mitchell in the 57, fourth fastest at 13.209. The 212, Josh Putnam, fifth quick at 13.243. Big sexy Brandon Overton, car number 76. He'll be sixth quick at 13.281. Seventh quick, car number 6, Dustin Linville, 13.303. Tanner English, car number 96, will be eighth fastest at 13.308. Ninth quick will be Cameron Marlar, the 57M, at 13.363. And your final transfer will be Michael Chilton in car number 97 at 13.423. Skylar Marlar was 10th overall, but with the penalty, he'll start on the pole of one of the B main races at 13.399. So that is the penalty per the Hunt the Front rule book, that if you miss your spot in line, the penalty is you cannot transfer through qualifying, but you have an opportunity to transfer by your qualifying time through one of the B mains that'll be coming up a little bit later on this evening. So, Hunter, a competitive field, so we will turn it back over to Brian with the local divisions. I believe they still got some qualifying to do, so here's Brian Abner.
Caleb Wilson Lumber Grassroots Hobby Stocks in staging right now. We're going to have 14 of them. We'll lock in the top 8. We'll have one last chance race coming your way later on. Looks like David Marlar out of Winfield, Tennessee, going to be the first one out, along with Adrian Smith out of Albany, Kentucky, a track champion here in the Grassroots Hobby Stocks division. David Marlar in that 57, the Hall of Famer out of Winfield, Tennessee. So David Marlar going to be the first one out. Adrian Smith out of Albany, Kentucky. And then it's going to be the 12 of D. Stevens out of Burnside, Kentucky. The 32 of Logan Preston out of Berea, Kentucky. And the 14 of Blake Brown. Blake pulling double duty here tonight out of Corbin, Kentucky, driving that 14 car. So we're going to go 5 cars. We're going to go 2 laps. Your best lap will be your qualifying time, and then we'll be bringing our next group out. We'll go 5, 5, and 4, and that will set up your first 8. And caution is out. David Marlar in that 57 loops it off of turn number 4. So we'll get everybody turned around here, get them pointed in the right direction, and get back to qualifying. Hot lap qualifying here. We'll have our second group coming out. Front wheel drive mini stocks will go next. After our Caleb Wilson Lumber Grassroots Hobby Stocks, we'll go front wheel drive mini stocks. And then our Crown Vics, we'll let them take their qualifying times. And then we'll get set for opening ceremonies here tonight at Lake Cumberland Speedway. Green flag back out. Chris Cottle with us. Green flag in the air. Glad to see Chris back handling those flags here at Lake Cumberland Speedway. White flag in the air. One more time around for this group. Adrian Smith quick out of that first lap of 16.516. checker flag coming out here for this group. Adrian Smith, David Marler, Blake Brown, Logan Preston, D. Stevens, your 5 out there right now. So Adrian Smith goes quick time out of that group, a 16.516. David Marler with a 16.690. Blake Brown, Logan Preston, D. Stevens rounds out your top 5 in that group. Going to roll our second 5 out onto the racing surface. Next group rolling out onto the racetrack, Connor Stewart out of Manchester, Kentucky, second-generation driver in that 199. The 12W, a youngster out of Stearns, Kentucky. That is Weston Crabtree. So you have Weston Crabtree, Connor Stewart, Braden Noble out of Tyner, Kentucky in that 145. The 47 of Chris Privet out of Burnside, Kentucky. And the 29 out of Oneida, Tennessee, that is Randy Hacker. And Hacker goes quick time on that first lap of 16.480. So move Hacker to the top of the leaderboard here. He's going to try to better that time. He'll stay right there. Actually, he'll go 16.402. So Randy Hacker, Adrian Smith, David Marler, Connor Stewart, Blake Brown, your top 5. Braden Noble, Logan Preston, D. Stevens, your top 8. So I'm being told they're going to give the 145 one more lap as he was held up in qualifying. So Braden Noble, they're going to bring him back around. Well, never mind. He went in, so they're going to go with the next group out on the racetrack. Ethan Decker, third-generation driver out of Eubank, Kentucky, the next one out. Young man in that number 24, also on the track. That is the 5 of Rooster the Kid out of Eubank, Kentucky. A crowd favorite here in that green and yellow number 5. Kids really love Rooster when he's around. He's always taking pictures with the kids, signing autographs, giving pictures away to the kids. A fan favorite here at Lake Cumberland Speedway for sure. And the 22 of Stacy Decker. Stacy is the father of Ethan. He's in that number 22 machine. Stacy, second-generation driver out of Eubank, Kentucky. And the 28 of Justin Terry out of Oneida, Tennessee. Stacy Decker goes 8th quick in that number 22 machine. Justin Terry goes 9th. Ethan Decker goes 12th, and Rooster the Kid goes 13th. Chris Privet goes 14th. So your top 8 moving on to tonight's A main through qualifying. Stacy Decker in 8th. So I'm being told Stacy Decker in the T22, they're going to let him get one more lap as he was held up in qualifying. So they're going to give him one more lap. He's already locked in. Now he's just trying to get a better start position. So one lap coming here for the second-generation driver out of Eubank, Kentucky. And his second lap will keep him right there in 8th, a 17.372. So Stacy Decker will finish 8th and go into tonight's A main through qualifying. Logan Preston 7th, 6th to Braden Noble, 5th to Blake Brown, 4th to Connor Stewart, 3rd to David Marler, 2nd Adrian Smith. And your fast qualifier turned a lap of 16.402 seconds out of Oneida, Tennessee in that 29. That is Randy Hacker. So Hacker, your fast qualifier in the Grassroots Hobby Stocks division. We're going to get the front-wheel drive mini stocks onto the infield and get ready for front-wheel drive. Qualifying 13 signed in tonight. Again, we'll take the top 8, and then we'll have one heat race to set up tonight's feature event. Crown Vics, we need you to staging. Going to roll our front-wheel drive mini stocks, get them into staging. Going to get them to the infield here and get ready for hot lap qualifying for your front-wheel drive mini stocks. We'll go a couple groups of 5. Looks like our first group rolling out. The 12H Ryan Hargis, second-generation driver out of Science Hill, Kentucky. The 33 of Eric Bryant out of Somerset. So Ryan Hargis, the first one on the clock. And then it'll be Eric Bryant in that 33. The 16 of Megan Wolkin out of Somerset, Kentucky. Lane Durr in the number 55 out of Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. And the 41 of Paxton Cox. Paxton out of Whitley City, Kentucky. And we're going to get that fixed here as we had a couple of transponders backwards. Looks like they put them on the wrong car, so we're going to get that switched over real quick. And we'll get updated qualifying times here for everybody as we have the front-wheel drive mini stocks. We do have the interview coming up with the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series Fast Qualifier. That interview coming up right after our hot laps qualifying, and then we'll go into our opening ceremonies coming up right after our Crown Vic qualifying. So we're going to send the next 5 out on the track. So Lane Durr, the 55, your fast qualifier is 17.624. Ryan Hargis, Eric Bryant, your top 3. Eric Parton now coming down the backstretch in that number 75. Out of Williamsburg, Kentucky. He is your 2023 front-wheel drive mini stock track champion here at Lake Cumberland Speedway. Couple wins on the season. Running second in points by just 15 points. That number 21 out of Robbins, Tennessee, that is Dustin Duncan. So a good points battle going on between those two drivers. Dustin Duncan out of Robbins, Tennessee. And then the 78 of Jim Rowland out of Williamsburg, Kentucky. Also out on the track The 48 of Lee Jackson out of Corbin, Kentucky. Justin Solis in the 72 out of Siler, Kentucky. So Dustin Duncan, your fast qualifier, 16.976. Eric Parton, 17.331. And it looks like we had a couple of transponders get put on the wrong cars somehow. So they're going to straighten that out, and we'll have those cars listed for you. But right now, your top two, Dustin Duncan, Eric Parton. Nick Adams in that N90 out of Crossville, Tennessee. The K7 is Austin Kruskowski. They call him Austin Kawasaki. In the K7, he's out of Oneida, Tennessee. The 21T, welcome back. That is Tiff Stevens out of Oneida, Tennessee. Veteran here at Lake Cumberland Speedway. Took time off to have a baby last year and came back, started racing with us a little bit earlier this season. So welcome back, Tiff Stevens, to Lake Cumberland Speedway. So Dustin Duncan, Eric Parton, your Fast 2 qualifiers. And that'll wrap it up, your fast qualifier for your front-wheel drive mini stocks out of Robin.